Welcome to Lift ATX. So we're basically broken down into 3 different buildings. The one on the far end is our powerlifting room. That's where we have a really big powerlifting community. That's where you're gonna find all your SBD, squat, bench, and deadlift equipment. We use a lot of combo racks. So combo racks are basically you can squat and bench in them. The middle room, which is what we started with, the flag room, that's about 90%, 80% lower body stuff. And then it just kind of transitioned into upper body with all the upper body machines right here, which is kind of the last bigger expansion that we did maybe a year ago. And everything inside stays inside, everything outside stays outside. We've got a ton of machines that we're gonna show you that also are outside and around the side and the back of the gym. We also have a posing room. Our posing room is up here. We can open it if you want to take a look at it, but you just got to get the key from the front, leave a license or something. Yeah, so we opened this expansion about last summer. Last summer is when we added this. So this is going to be our newest expansion area. It's going to be just a covered area. I mean, as you can tell, like this is actually a pretty slow day, but it's still pretty packed. So this upstairs area, the upstairs area gets really congested. So the idea is to situate this area so that we can get some of these people out into this area because it gets super packed up here in this upper body room. Because I had an original idea of what I thought how we were gonna use it, but then talking to the trainers and the staff, they had some really amazing ideas. So we're meeting tomorrow to hash out and brainstorm all the ideas. We also got some amazing recommendations from our members and our community. So I think it's gonna be a combination of things like mostly plate loading machines, and it's probably gonna be upper body with also some rowers and ski ergs that we need to bring in. But the idea is to like move some of these people out here because this area gets super packed, and this is our upper body room, and it always stays super packed. So I think we're gonna have to strategically pick and choose which machines we're gonna move out there so that we can get people outside to open up some of this area. Everything that you see here at the gym, at Lift ATX, everything you've seen on camera, like it wasn't part of the plan. Like it was just the original idea was just to have a small little grimy, old school, no AC little gym for me and my homies that we can come and work out, cheeseman, talk shit, drink, hang out. Like that was the original idea. And I needed 100 members to pay the bill. I was like, I got 50 friends I can probably support, and I can find another 50. Well, anyways, long story short, like I think we just, being a community person, teaching in East Austin for like almost 20 years, the community's always been a priority of mine. It's always gonna be first. I always say it in every interview and every whatever. It's like the gym is secondary to me. It's all about, for me, is like, what am I doing to serve the community that I'm in within like the 2-3 mile radius of where my business is located. I had my career. This is my passion project. This is something that I love to do. I use my platform to serve and help my community. I love that I'm able to help like my staff. Like I did not know, you asked me 4.5 years ago that I'd be in charge of like 12, 13 staff members, another dozen trainers. Like I'd be like, fuck, no, you crazy. Sorry, sorry for cursing, but like I'd be like, nah, there's no way. You asked me 4.5 years ago if I wanted that someday I'd be taking over this whole building on the corner. I'd be like, I probably don't want to do that, but like, I'm so grateful, man. The support that we've gotten, we touched on something that didn't exist. We filled a hole in East Austin. I think I'm very authentic in what I'm trying to do, and I walk the talk, right? Like I don't just say words, like I truly mean it. When I'm a community person, I'm out here and I do the work that's necessary, and I support the people that support me, and that's very, very important to me. And I think that's one of the reasons why people really support Lift ATX. We're bigger than just a gym, I think, and that shows through all of the activities and community events and everything that we do. It's just like, it's bigger than a gym, right? Like at least that's the attitude that me and my staff and my trainers have, and I think people support that and they see that and they know that we're authentic and yeah, so like it turned into something that I never expected. I'm grateful for it, and we're not done growing, we're not done expanding, we're not done doing our part to serve our community. So yeah, this flag room is what we started with back in 2020. This is what is currently our cardio room, used to be our check-in room. I was sharing this with all of our employees, all of our trainers, if you can imagine what that was like, and now it's our cardio room. Yeah, the pinche cardio room, because, you know, we got to keep it real. So yeah, this used to be our office, and the check-in desk was right here, but now that we expanded, now we turned it into our cardio room. It's got AC. but it's still Texas. So, you know, when it's cold, it's cold. When it's hot, it's hot. But we got a couple Stairmasters, treadmills, a bike. So yeah. And then we also have, so when I first started the gym, we only had 2 restrooms. And as we were growing and growing and growing, we knew that we needed to expand and get bigger, and we needed more restrooms. So about, I think like 2 years ago, we expanded this area, and now we have like multiple restrooms. So now we have private stalls for everybody. There's about six different rooms, a shower. You know, we have a lot of plate loaded stuff. We do got machines, but for us, because we're kind of exposed, it's kind of a hybrid gym. Over the last 5 years, we tend to find out that the plate loaded stuff kind of lasts a lot longer than the cables because we go through the heat and the cold, so it kind of fluctuates. So this is our leg room. This was our first expansion. After the flag room, this space was available. We locked it in maybe like 3 or 4 months after we opened, which was amazing. And this is all powerlifting. We got a bunch of kilos, bunch of pound plates. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 combo racks, deadlift platforms. Actually, it's 8 combo racks. I think for me, it comes down to knowing my community and being very self-aware of the community needs that I have, that our community needs. And I was lucky enough and blessed enough to have a career in East Austin where I got to teach kids, teach young adults, know the families, know the area, very self-aware of what's been happening in East Austin in the last decade, right? We can go on and on about the ever-changing area of East Austin and how expensive it's gotten, and gentrification and all that. It's a double-edged sword, right? So like, I think I think how you build that community is first knowing your community, and I think knowing your mission and your like the why. I think the why is so important, and for Lift ATX, we're very aware of our why we're doing this. You know, my why is to just basically serve my East Austin community and provide a service and support young up and coming business owners when I can, if I can, and I'm gonna do that. So like, that's my why. It's bigger than the gym. Again, it's more about putting on for my people, putting on for my community, putting on for my gente, and being authentic as fuck when doing that. So yeah. I mean, it's kind of a hard question to answer in like a minute, you know, because like,
you're the coolest, man.
But it's like the how is difficult, like, because a lot of people, a lot of businesses, I mean, you see it every day when you're scrolling and when you're talking about community this, community that, but when it comes down to it, what are you doing? What are it's like, let's talk more actions. Right? And like, I truly am a man of my word in regards to the action part. Like, I'm not just gonna say we have this amazing community. I'm not saying, like, I'm just like generalizing. Like, no, like, we're out in the community doing work, doing our part to get the word out, doing our part to kind of encourage young adults to pursue their passions and pursue their dreams. Like, we're out there, and we have this amazing space here at Lift ATX. We've been able to grow because of the support that we've got, and we've turned this corner into you know, I want it to be one last spot that OG East Austinites can be proud of and kind of be a beacon in the East Austin community, a safe haven, an inclusive space, and I think it shows in the work that we as a collective team do, you know? The minute you park here and you start walking up towards our gym, you're gonna be like, oh shit, like, all right, they're bumping some cumbias and some Latin music, and like, I'm never gonna be ashamed of my background and who I am. In fact, starting my business, I'm just gonna sort of like, not just embellish that, but be even more proud of who I am, because I want, in an ever-changing, quickly changing East Austin, I think it's important for individuals like me to be proud of who they are and their culture. And yeah, like, despite what the demographics are of your memberships, like, no, like, this, we love our culture. I love my culture. I love my Latin music. I love my Latin hip hop. I love my reggaeton, my cumbias. Like, I love all of my Tejano. Like, you're gonna hear it all here. Like, and why the hell not? Because I love that shit. It fills my cup, and like, yeah, dude, authenticity is everything. It's everything. Yeah, it's everything. I mean, it's a team effort. I found some pretty awesome, again, like I always, it always weirds me out, and it's a very surreal feeling when, you know, I never know how to take the like, you, like you built this, it was like, man, like, I appreciate that, and like, and we're definitely staying true to our culture, and we're never gonna be unauthentic. You know, we're always gonna lean into our authenticity and our culture. Like here, why not? Like we want to share. We're proud of it. You know, we expanded into the back area, and this used to be a closed garage, and we added these roll-up doors to get some airflow into it. When I always had a goal to expand towards the back, and we were able to do that like 6 months ago, maybe like 4 months ago, and that helps with a lot of airflow. We have the yard. You know, a lot of gyms are now having outdoor areas. This was one of the first things that we did. Ton of machines, dumbbells, all sorts of stuff for people, ton of bars. We got bumpers, we got platforms as well. Everything that you need if you want to get a workout outside. It's crazy because you think that 110-degree heat in Texas is going to drive people away. Austin's crazy, man. People love this heat. And you would think that it'd be empty in the wintertime, the 3 weeks that we have in winter. Nah, man, people are here grinding. It's kind of wild. It's kind of wild. It's very, so like now we're starting to get some more of the chiller vibes, because like the inside of the warehouse stays pretty loud with our music and stuff, but the outside we don't have speakers or anything, so it's a different kind of vibe. But as you can see, we have a ton of machines. We're limited in space, so like every time we have to strategically think about machines that we're gonna bring in, because there's a lot of machines that I really like that I don't have, or machines that I like that I was able to bring in. So every time that happens, a machine has to get sacrificed to the sun gods, right? So it's like, it's always a rotating sort of thing. And CTX has been a huge, huge help when it comes for me finding machines and just everyday gym stuff that I need. And they're local. I like to keep my money local. Dylan's been awesome with helping me set up the gym right from the jump. So like, and if I'm being completely honest, CTX is the first place that I go to whenever I need stuff, because it's like they're down the street. I know they've been giving me good work and good help for the last 4.5 years. That's the first place that I'm gonna look for stuff. Yeah, I started the gym with a very, very, very small amount of money, man. And again, the idea was small. I just wanted, it was my time to like pivot in my career and start a little gym, and I didn't want to go the traditional route and take out a business loan. I wasn't trying to take out 6 figures or $1 million worth of equipment. So like our first package of equipment was like, it was terrible. But we got through it, we set it up. It was our first starter set. And of course, like, as you get more into this fitness thing and as the gym thing grows, you begin to realize a lot of things in regards to quality of gym equipment. And it took some time to kind of, you know, make a little bit of money, and any money that we make, we're gonna invest back in the gym. But CTX, I was telling you earlier, is like being a new person, thinking back in 2020, you know, as a business owner, you become like the best problem solvers. Like, no matter what problem arises or what challenge happens, you're gonna have, what are you gonna do? It's gonna be you to figure out how to solve it. So like, whenever we needed new pieces of equipment, or whenever there was a piece of equipment that I really wanted, that I knew the gym needed, who do I turn to? I didn't know, I had to figure it out. And CTX was the very first local gym equipment company that I found, and I reached out to, and I hooked up with Dylan, and like, they're still the first place that I go to shop, because like refurbished equipment, or let me rewind, brand new equipment is fucking expensive. And when you like kind of start from the ground up, and you're trying to like not cut corners, but trying to be as efficient with money as possible and being smart with every decision that you make, because not a lot of mom and pop startup businesses have $1,000 for a single bench. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, not a lot of us have 2, 3, 4, 5 grand for just one selector machine. Like, it's just, like, you quickly realize how expensive this shit is, or the gym equipment is, and CTX has been so beneficial to us. In fact, it's been a game changer. I can easily say that without CTX, we probably wouldn't have been able to grow as we've been growing. They gave us our first jungle, our first Stairmaster, our treadmills, like everything. Like the list goes on with how much of a resource CTX Gyms has been. And because they do a really outstanding job with refurbishing really good, I'm not gonna say old equipment, but just equipment that they get, they make sure that it's like top notch, repainted, strengthened. They do everything right. So like, I know that whenever I do business with Dylan and CTX, I'm gonna get what I pay for. And it's gonna be hands down the best quality that I can find. And man, dude, they've been a kind of a savior to us. You know, they were the first vendor that we use, that we still use when it comes to any type of gym equipment. We're always running and dealing. I've sold them stuff, I've traded stuff, I've traded down, traded up. You know, the biggest step for me, and some of y'all may not realize this, but like an 8-station jungle cable fucking thing is, dude, super expensive. So, and it took us probably like 2.5 years to finally be able to pull the trigger on that. And Dylan, CTX Gyms, I went to them for it. And setting up that jungle that we have out there was like a big step for us, because we never had, and it's a pillar in every gym. Like, you gotta have like a jungle, but like a lot of us don't have 15, 20K, like because that's how much those costs new. But anyways, yeah, man, so much blessings from CTX Gyms. They take care of me. I'm always gonna send my business there. I've sent so many of my friends that are looking for just equipment for their home gyms, like, or gym owners, like, dude, go hit up CTX, hit up the team over there, because they got you. And yeah, man, I'm so thankful for them. I'm grateful for them. I'm grateful to have them as a partner here. We use them a lot. I always look forward to every time I shoot CTX a DM. I'm like, yo, I'm looking for this, because I never know, they might, I got you. I was like, all right, so let's, hook me up, whatever. So like, shout out to CTX, man. They've done an amazing job for Lift ATX, for real. Yeah, so, we throw down turf, you can squat, got some bags, bunch of back machines. And these are all good machines. And I wish if I had the room inside, they'd be inside, but they're all good machines. And for those of y'all wondering how they do in the rain, like they're exposed, but they last. There's nothing wrong with them being out here. Of course, we have to keep, the padding is the one thing that gets worn, so we have to replace padding all the time. But other than that, they do really well. So we open this area, again, it kind of all connects. So like you could walk right into the powerlifting room. There's stairs that we added to walk right into the lower body room. And this is a nice little, a lot of people will film content back here because it's a little bit more quiet. This is a different kind of vibe than going inside, because once we go inside, it's loud. Dude, like, I'm so OCD. I think it's OCD, and I think it's a never-ending game of Tetris. And like, if I'm not comfortable working out in the gym, I work out here. This is where I train every single day. And if I'm not comfortable, I try to figure out the solutions to make myself comfortable. And the gym, if I'm not comfortable, my members are probably not comfortable with the flow. And we've been known to change up our machines and our setup many, many times. And I think there's never a bad time for change. I think change is good. And I think people, you get used to a machine or machines being where they used to be, but then once you find out that they move, you're like, oh, it makes more sense now. You know what I mean? So it's a never ending game. And I think that especially in like the fitness world or gym ownership world, I think it's something that's like, I don't think I'm the only owner that also like obsesses over the setup of their gym. Like, I think that's kind of a common thing as a gym owner, because you want the shit to be as comfortable as possible, but you always want machines and new machines, and you want to bring in everything. So it's like, you want to give everything that your peeps need, but with limited space, right? So it's a never ending game of Tetris. So yeah, it's always on my mind. I'm always moving shit too. Like, whenever I work out with somebody, whenever I'm working out here, like, it's so hard to just like focus on the workout because of my OCD and trying to move shit, making shit even and stuff. So like, I'm always moving machines. Oh, dude, I think we're one of the few gyms that really pushes and leans into our media. Shout out to Carlos, Fotos Gallegos. We have a saying here, and it just reminds me of the saying. It's like, we don't take ourselves too seriously, but we take what we do really seriously. And we have a lot of fun doing what we do, and I think that's what people relate to. They can empathize with that, and they can relate to that. And with our social media is a big driver for us, and we put a lot of effort into our social media. We try to make it as inclusive as possible. We try to have fun. We try to just make it as real as possible. That's a big needle mover, is our social media. And I think we do it a little bit different than a lot of gyms. And you can tell, if you're ever wondering what the vibe of the gym is, spend 3 minutes on our social media and you'll be like, okay, they like that. But at the same time, you come to the gym, we're gonna be working our asses off. There's people in here that grind every single day. There's monsters in real life that come here, and there's awesome, amazing community. Dude, like, the community is what makes the gym. Every little share, every little tag, every little thing that the community does helps support our cause, you know what I'm saying? Attending our free events that we have is always a good one. And just like, I don't know. I mean, you being here is already supporting the cause, you know? You taking the time out to talk to me, because I love talking. I love sharing the story about Lift ATX. Like, that alone is support in its own. So, like, we're grateful for you. We're grateful for CTX. We're grateful for anybody out there that has shared or tagged or commented on any of our shit. So, like, that's what helps. When we got this area, this really helped us out in regard. It was, like, space that we really needed. But before, I told y'all that we were only using that our old check-in room was one room. So when we got this, we were able to finally have offices and space for my trainers and staff. So I'm gonna show you that area. It's kind of a mess because we're building some stuff back there, but you'll get the idea. So we built a new check-in. This is our new check-in. We had this built to where all of the employees kind of are. This area is really cool because now my staff and trainers have their own space that they can hide, get away from, nap, whatever, and I'll show you. It always kind of stays a little messy because we're always working in here. We got 2 restrooms for our staff and trainers. What up, Silas? This is our lounge. Silas is one of our trainers here. He also just is a crazy ultra marathon guy. Just ran fucking 60 I don't even fucking know. So this is our lounge for our staff and anybody that wants to use it. We try to keep it as comfortable as possible. I wish this was organized, but we're building some storage stuff over here. So this is my creative area. For my creative team, basically merch and media. This is where we store and keep all of our merch. This is where Los, my media director, this is where his office is. Christina's desk is in that corner, but we're building out so we can hold merch, and I'll show you my office. If you can't find me, I'm here, but I'm hiding. This is my office. Yeah. So this is where I get to hide. Me and my GM share it. You know, whenever we need to just get away, we'll have meetings in here, one-on-ones. Or people just need to get away. Like, my shit's open to everybody, so. Dude, social media, Facebook, Instagram, it's like Lift_ATX. We even got a TikTok. We got all of this stuff that's happened in the last like 4 years has been documented on our YouTube channel. So if you're ever curious, to go way back to like when I had the keys to the gym, just do a deep cut into our YouTube channel. Los has been putting together, he's been amazing at documenting our story from the beginning through all the growth, through everything, the Texas winter, it's all there. So YouTube, TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, Lift ATX. We'll probably pop up for sure.